Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back along to another episode of Saving Grandad's Farm. My name is Alex and today we are going to be doing something pretty amazing. This is going to be a huge step that I can't wait to show you. We're going to go and have a look at that very shortly because we're about to finish what we're doing. At the moment we're standing down by a nice little pond here that's like kind of a gathering pond, a drainage pond really if you will, from one of our newly acquired fields. Which is behind us, and we have been out in the lovely MX135 just trying to get this all this trash kind of chopped up and mulched in a little bit to see what's lying underneath, and so far it's mixed reviews really. It could be good, it may well end up being great. At the moment there's a lot of just terrible weedy stalky grass and then barren bits like this where weeds have grown through, so we're going to get after it. We're going to smash it all down a bit, which we have done here. We're going to reseed it with grass. And what we're going to be particularly careful about is because we've got a bit of a hill here, we're not going to spray anything off, we're not going to plow anything over there or use too many herbicides, pesticides, because what I don't want is any surface runoff or any leaching into this body of water here. We are going to be linking this farm with the Environment and Stewardship Scheme, which is called LEAF, so we want to start our compliance there really before we get to the stage of actually applying. So got to be particularly careful with this, and we're going to have to think about how we're going to do it. There's a local contractor out, a massive contractor who has this very fancy direct drill, and I think he's going to come along and pull it with a fent there, and we might get him to drill the grass seed in here directly, which means we don't disturb the soil, we don't kind of mess anything up there. But all we can do today, there's a few bits that haven't quite minced up too well. We're going to have to go back over those again, I reckon. But it's looking a lot better. It's looking a lot tidier. And let's get back on into our case here. And what we're going to do is just click onto the GPS there first. That's already registered. Then we just need to knock this into gear. Let us spool up and away we go. So we've got a few little passes left. We're going to take this outside off here. A lot of these young bushes really haven't shown too much of an issue, so it's just going to kind of take that away. Over we go there. Yeah, that's looking good. I like to slow down for those big bushes and make sure it just kind of hacks them all through. And that's looking great. And we're going to just kind of get this all tied up. And then we'll be heading back to the yard where there is a huge update that we've got to show you. It's going to be absolutely massive. Something that's going to be really exciting. So I can't wait to kind of bring that to life and show you what that's going to look like. Because ultimately, yeah, it's just a great change. It really is. It's going to be part of the phase that we were looking to improve and increase with, and kind of increase our farmyard size really, and it's something that has come to light quite quickly. I've been working on it for a while, but yeah, the opportunity came around to kind of get the wheels in motion if you like now, and I don't really think we could turn it down. So the finances were there, the price was right for me really, the quote was good, so I jumped at it, and that's all I could really do there. So watch this space really. We'll see if it's this is only stage one. It's going to be a long old journey to get it all finished up, but we're going to do as much of the work as we can ourselves and see how that all looks, because it's going to be fascinating. So we'll head back over to the yard as soon as we finish this up here. The oat straw that we baled up just in the other episode there earlier, back end last week I think, that is all baled and ready, been lined up as well, ready to go. So as soon as we know that the farmer's coming for that one day this week, I think it is, we'll get the field over there and get him loaded up. So that's pretty much just done. I'm just going to try and go over. So you can see there's a few rough patches up there, so we'll go and have a quick rummage at, see if this is going to want to flatten that. No, that's a particularly stubborn little bit there. That's not going any further, but we'll see. I've left a lot of the bushes around the bottom of the trees there for any wintering birds, just to have a bit more protection. I don't mind. I think that's the best place or best thing to do there, so I'm not too concerned with that. But yeah, we just want to get all the trash away so I can see what the quality of the grass was. There's a lot of just dry stalky grass, nothing of any particular use really, unfortunately there, nothing that we can, I couldn't put any cattle onto here and graze it comfortably, or indeed bale it off and sell the bales, so definitely wasn't worthwhile doing that, which I'm quite pleased that we didn't waste that time. But yeah, we will try and get some nutrients put to here. The folks are going to come in and do some soil samples on here as well, so we can get a better idea of what it looks like. And then it's a good sized field, I think it's certainly something we can use. Let's just knock That off there, lift you up. Certainly something that we can look to use there and really try and make the most of. I think we'll be probably keeping it into a grass pasture of some sort, or put into meadow grass, and I don't think we'll put any cereal crops onto here. We have enough ground for that at the moment, for the next season at least. But yeah, we will see. Now, anyway, back off we go. And we're going to go just drive quickly over to the yard there and just kind of see what's going on. But let's go. Let's go this way. This is not my mower, obviously. This is the mower that we borrowed from a good neighbor who's become a good friend, actually, and it's a cracking mower. It's a really good mower. It's doing me a great job. I cannot complain about it at all. So very, very happy with that. We will be it's, you know, we borrow whenever he has it available, and it makes light work of that completely, so it's all good. But anyway, what we're gonna do, we just turn around this corner here. I think we ended up with about 25 round bales from those two small fields there, which I'm not too concerned about. It wasn't too bad. We'll get those sold off anyway there. They were quite heavily packed bales as well, so we're going to be selling it by the bale. But yeah, it got a good premium, good quality, clean, dry oat straw. That's all you can ask really, and they're going to be taken care of. Now, as you can see though, we are just going to loop around the corner here, and we're going to kind of get parked up next to a bunch of trucks, and I'll show you the reason for that in just a second as we come around the corner here. Okay, so we have started some pretty heavy groundwork. So I don't know if we can quite see through the trees. Not quite, but yeah, we have we've started the foundation, is what we've started with here. We're going to be bringing you along the next kind of month or so the journey that is building up a new storage shed. It's brand new spanking shed, literally just rolled off the line, the production line recently. It was supposed to go to somebody else, but it didn't. It came to us, and the main reason for that is the other buyer fell through or something. Anyway, it was sat around there. We got it for a good price, brand new. I can't complain with it, and it's exactly what I was looking for. So we're gonna get that stuck into the yard, and it's gonna look great. We're gonna walk you through what that looks like in a minute, but first it looks like we've just got to kind of work our way in past the mountain of tractors. So this will go well. And well, folks, as you can see, there are trucks all over the place. We're going to creep our way in here because I'm not sure if anything's going to come around the corner here. I know one of the trucks is parked up. It's not being used at the moment. These ones are all waiting to come on in. But there's a huge amount of topsoil to move here at the moment. So let's go and have a look and see what is around the corner. This is all going to be part of the shed, and how that's all going to come together and what that's all going to look like. So let me just see if I can squeeze in there. Nope. There they are, doing their thing. I'm just gonna have to bail onto the side here, I reckon. Let's get ourselves up. Well, remember where I left it there, Alex? Perfect. And we'll just have to get that kind of parked away somewhere when we can. I might even, in fact, just look to get it moved over there, but it's looking like a mightily impressive arrangement here. These are local contractors here that I brought in just to kind of help out, because it's a lot quicker to get them to do it than me hiring equipment and trying to do it myself there. So we'll just leave this about here for now. And yeah, so here they are, a massive fleet of trucks doing everything they need to do. I think they've taken it about 20, quite far away actually, about 20 miles away to a local dump there. So it's kind of all coming through, and we'll have to just see how it all goes. But they've got a lot to shift. You can see they've kind of bunched it all up, pushed it all up here. The new shed is going to be going into this area about here. I don't want to get too close at the moment, but we're going to get some drone shots because we do have the drone with us here, which should be good to see. And then we'll kind of see how it's all going to come together. But as you can see here, that is a hefty bucket. That is pretty special. Absolutely a beast of a thing. There's one of the drivers, I think, just kind of watching, seeing what's going on. But yeah, it shouldn't take too long to get that cleared up. We're looking, the shed that we're going to have a look at is pretty special. It's brand new to us, like I say. It's been left to us because there was a bit of an opportunity for someone to take advantage of it, and they didn't, so it was going begging, and we're jumping on that opportunity. So that'll be interesting to see how it all gets into place. But yeah, at the moment it's going to be a storage shed. It's going to be for machinery and for grain if we need to tip it onto the floor as well, which is good. See if we just get some shots from around here. There we go. But yeah, look at that. It's a track excavator thing. I think it's not making too much of a mess of the of our floor either, which is kind of good to see. They're going to be on this for most of the day. And I would imagine maybe it's going to be a little bit more tomorrow as well. But once I get this all of this bulk shifted out there, we've got a bit of a hard stand underneath. We need to dig the foundations. We'll be then erecting the seals as they arrive, which should be over the course of the next and the next week they should be here. Put the steels in and then yeah, get a shed built really. It's going to fit in quite nicely. And then once that's in place, all of this area here is going to be trees, as well as up in the back 40 there as well, or in the top corner of that field, beg your pardon. We'll get that all done as well there. So there's a lot to kind of take on board, a lot to do. But it's yeah, it's coming together very, very well indeed. And we'll just kind of watch them to get this filled up. We're going to take the drone up in just a moment here. Get some interesting shots of them all doing their thing. But yeah, there's a lot of good years of expertise and experience here as well. So it's I'm pleased to just let them do it, because right now I didn't want to get delayed with harvest either and get stuck into it and realize that I couldn't really take that on myself. So yeah, we'll have to see. But nice shiny trucks here. There's a lot of them. There are a lot of them. And like I say, for me, I don't know where I'll even haul this to. I'd just be stuck around the yard and wouldn't be able to do anything with it. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good indeed. He can't be far from being full there now. Anyway, there's another one, 2, and then I think there's 2 more on the roadside as well. So that should keep us going. We'll see him. We'll see him on his way very shortly there, I reckon. Which should be great. So yeah, what I think I'm going to do is get these trucks ready to go. And we'll see how it all comes along, I reckon. See how we get working here. Alright, so hopefully that's going to be the... really kind of cracking through there. That must be one of the... oh, there it goes. That's going to be his last load. Alright, so let the man in see what I reckon. There goes truck number 1. Let's see how many more trucks we get out of this. So our new building is going to consist of 4 galvanized A-frames. They are going to be spanning approximately 20 foot. They'll be connected across the roof by solid pine wood beams, which will support a corrugated tin sheet. We have about a 6 foot high brick cladding wall around the bottom of the building with pine cladding on the sides as well. Ultimately, it's going to be a storage shed. We're going to have a sliding door along the front entrance there as well, concrete floor inside with plenty of room for us to be able to store grain, machinery and the likes in there as well. Nice and dry as well. We'll get some electricity in here. All in all, it's going to be a beautiful shed, nice and spacious, and the first brand new shed we'll have on this farm in a while. Well, folks, as you can see, we are cracking along here. It's looking really, really quite positive that we'll get this done really nice and quickly, actually. So that should be good news. We've already taken a little bit of a look at the shed whilst this has been going on. I think you'll agree it's going to be pretty cool to see that in place. But we're just going to let these guys crack along here a little bit longer. And then next stage, like I say, is getting the foundations checked out into here without going too close to that beast of a machine. Get the foundations in and there'll be a shed here before we know it. So I hope you have enjoyed this. Let's just creep up onto the side there. We're going to let these guys continue. I'm going to get out of the way and probably just nip out of the yard again in the case to get some more work done somewhere. But for now, though, we're going to leave it here. So thank you ever so much for watching. This has been another episode of Saving Grandad's Farm, and we are really kind of kicking along here now. So until next time, thank you ever so much. If you haven't done so already, do hit that subscribe button to Simulation for the Nation, and we will see you all in the next one. Till then, have yourself a great day. Do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll catch you later.